What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fellow YouTubers? All of you, I bid you welcome to this aesthetic review about the new lockbox ship. This is a tier 5. This is the last ship that actually comes with the Sphere Builders lockbox, and this one is called. Let me just grab one. This one is called the Sphere Builders Arehbes Destroyer. Arehbes Destroyer. Okay, so this is the ship that we're going to do the review about. And I have two of these because they're not really pricey at the exchange. You can grab your own piece of this thing. The last time that I was at the exchange, they were priced at about 9 million EC or somewhere near that. Really nice looking ship, to be honest. I've seen a couple of them in flying around, and but first of all, let me get a couple of things out of the way. As you guys are accustomed to, there are jump timestamps in the video description below. So in YouTube, open the description section of this video. You can jump to a specific part of the video, let's say the customization of this thing, or you just want to see the visuals. You can jump to that specific time in this video. If you guys are not familiar with my surroundings, it's kind of new. I've never did a video with this kind of surrounding on the background. I'm at the Fleet Starbase because this awesome ship is kind of tied up with my hangar pets that I definitely want to obtain. So that's the reason why I'm up here, and I'm going to open my browser right now so you guys can actually see the information where it's actually written up here. So this is that ship that we're going to do the review about. It's really awesome to look at, with a Sphere Builder's sphere in the middle of the ship, and it's really awesome. And the reason why I'm at the Fleet Starbase, it says right here, additionally owning both a Sphere Builder, let's see how YouTube pronounces this. Arehbes Destroyer, and either the Sphere Builders, the Science Vessel Tier 6 or the Dreadnought Carrier will unlock the ability to purchase the Sphere Builders. So this thing is going to be also a frigate hangar pets. And those are just awesome because they have even more abilities than the other ones that I showcased on the other video when I was showcasing the carriers. As you guys know, me always go pro or go home. That's basically a saying that I use a lot. So these are these elite Arehbes fighters. These are the ultraviolet one. You can obtain these guys from the Fleet Pet Store, and that is the reason why I'm at the Fleet Starbase right now. So I'm going to go through the Starship information right here and actually read about that a little bit. So a Tier 5 Arehbes is the most common starship in the Sphere Builders fleet. This nimble craft was designed to rapidly engage their target in and out of the Delphic expanse. The Arehbes Destroyers has a balanced hull and shield strength and an average turn rate. And that's about it. Really small information, nothing real fancy and stuff for this thing. It is a tier 5, and you also have the option to upgrade this thing to a tier 5U. So the upgraded version, it is available for faction all. So Klingons, Federation, Romulans, everyone can obtain this thing. But you kind of need to be level 40 and above. A hull strength of 28,500 hit points. A shield modifier of 0.95, 4 weapons on the front, 3 weapons on the aft, 2 device slots, bridge officer station like you guys are accustomed to. I'm going to skip because I'm going to showcase that in a later stage of the video. Console modification, 5 tactical, 1 engineering, and 4 science. A base turn rate of 16.5 degrees per second. Impulse modifier of 0.2, inertia rating of 65, and also plus 15 to power, to weapon power, and also can load dual cannons, dual heavy cannons, and all that funny good weapons that you guys are using. Now, as you guys are seeing right here, base turn rate of 16.5. So this is an escort. This is a pilot ship, really fast, really maneuverable, but not a lot of hull hit points. 28,000 is basically a one hit and you're dead. Also, not really a good shield modifier of 0.95. Now, if I'm going to go to my internet again, there was a section up here where you can actually read for this thing right here. When the Sphere Builder Arehbes Destroyer is upgraded to a Tier 5 view with the Starship Upgrade Requisition token, it gains the following improvements. So the hull strength is going to be increased to 32,575 hit points at level 50 and 38,000 at level 60. So that's awesome. You're also going to gain one tactical console slot and also a Starship ability package Destroyer. So you're going to get precise weapon system, enhanced weapon banks, devastation weaponaries. That's going to increase your critical chance, and also enhanced weapon system that is going to increase your critical hit chance. One of these should be critical severity, critical chance. Oh, crit severity right here, and critical chance, crit chance and critical chance. That's weird. I think this should be like critical severity. But anyway, additionally, owning both, and we just read that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click or use or just double click, doesn't really matter. It's all the same. Maori. Okay, Maori. So that one is my newest ship that I have in my arsenal. And right here, there is an NPC. And let me just showcase this. This is just a free tip that I'm going to give you guys. So if you beam into your fleet starbase, you're going to come up here, take a right, and go underneath these platform up here. And to the right, there is an NPC where you can obtain various items, including the hangar pets. So all of these are like the hangar pets that you can obtain. And the last one is the Arehbes frigates, not fighters, frigates. That is the one that I just currently unlocked because I have 2 or at least all 3 of these logbox ships from the Sphere Builders. So I'm going to purchase 2 of these guys because I kind of need 2 for my other carrier, and I just run out of money. That's awesome. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to Earth Space Stack right here real quick. Just like that. I'm also going to show you how much it is priced at the exchange right now. All, please, and inequality. I was looking at some other stuff. So it is right now priced at 7.5 million EC. It's not a lot. It is basically, you know, a tier 5, so it's not really that good, but it's still a ship for you to fly, and it is a new ship if you're looking to obtain one of these. So I'm currently going to the NPC right now, so I want this thing to be my current starship. This one is it. As we already said, 4 weapons on the front, deflector, impulse, warp, shield, 3 weapons on the aft, 2 device slots, 1 engineering console, so no room for that. We have 4 on the science and also 4 on the tactical consoles. And if we upgrade this thing, we're going to get an additional console for the tactical. We're also going to get the Starship Mastery package that we just covered. A base hull strength is going to be 38,000. We already did that. And also Starship class tier 5U. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste an upgrade token on this thing because I don't think I'm going to use that much. But anyway, let's see and how much we can customize this starship. Now this is how it looks like. We have an outer sphere shell and an inner sphere that is obviously going to pulsate like we are accustomed to with all of these Sphere Builders ships. And really awesome, unique logo that you guys are seeing right there. It kind of reminds me of like a woman that have their arms like folded backwards, I guess. Something you might see like on being displayed in front of in front of the old ships that were actually crossing the ocean. if you guys know what I mean. This is how it looks like. I mean, the inner sphere is like hollow. Okay, did not notice that on the other ones. I wonder which one is the front. Front. Okay. This one is the front. Top, rear. Okay, so it's going to fly that way, and these are like the engines. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, we only have one template. We do have a unique interior. You guys have probably seen that. One window type. I don't see any windows. Oh, here they are underneath this thing. Really awesome. Let's see, material type, only one of these guys, but we do have lots of pattern overlays that you guys can fiddle around with, obviously to your liking. And I'm just going to select a couple of colors that are going to be very vibrant, so we guys can actually see. I already chosen red. Let's do yellowish, so you guys can actually see what changes you can make and really at a glimpse. Okay, so that is the hull right there that you can color. The inner sphere, I guess, really pinkish, kind of looks like a boiled egg. The left nacelles right here in color. Nice. And let's do the other nacelle. Nice. So these are a couple of stuff that you can actually fiddle around with in your own time, obviously, and have such a really awesome, good looking ship to your in your arsenal. If you're looking to fly something else, then you can definitely use this thing. It's really cheap. 7, 8, 9 million on the EC, on the exchange, so it's really not that pricey. And if you're like you're tired of flying Federation or Klingons or whatever your type of ships that you're flying, this is this could be like a good diversion from that. So anyway, let's go and cancel all of the changes that I made, because I want this thing to be represented as it comes out of the box. Now, what we're going to do right now is going to go to the space part of this thing, because we want to showcase all of the different visuals on this awesome looking ship. And oh my god, you guys have totally wrecked the other ships that I did a review about. You guys are like, the carrier is the worst looking ship that you guys have ever seen, and you crazy. You totally wrecked that ship. You did not find it attractive at all. So that's not good. Oh man, you guys. But I still love you guys, even though that you are like, dissing that ship, and you're still being part of the community. And that is just awesome to me personally. So this thing doesn't have any fighters, any hangar bays or anything like that. It's just a tier 5 ship. And this is how it looks like when it's with the normal the normal standard default skin. Like I said, it is flying kind of this part right here, when it's like opened up right here, doesn't it remind you like those war chariots that the Egyptian people would use, and they were having like a dude up here, and there these are like the part where the horse is going to be, and it's definitely looks like that. And this is like the guy that has to pilot this chariot. But anyway, this is just my imagination going wild. And it looks totally different to whatever we're accustomed to in Star Trek Online. Let me say that, because and I'm definitely interested in how this ship is going to be flying in with those hangar pets and with my carrier. So really awesome, really looking forward to that. Anyway, let's start with the different space set visuals that we're going to equip, and we're going to start off with the adaptive M.A.C.O space set. Here we go. This is how it looks like with the adaptive M.A.C.O space set. Oh, let me just remove the HUD for you guys. There you go. Here we go. And I'm gonna fly a little bit closer to this station because I definitely love the way the shadow of these Starship shipyards, holding areas, are like, you know, being casted, the shadow on the top of the hull right here. So let me just go a little bit right here and let me just start my turn. Do we get any shadow? No. We need to be a little bit closer, a little bit more to that, closer to these guys. Like somewhere around here, maybe? There we go, a little bit of shadow casting. Or nothing at all. What? Anyway. I'm trying to be fancy for you guys, but it's not working. Anyway, this is the adaptive M.A.C.O right here. Really awesome, as you guys are seeing. This is just the normal turning rate of this ship. It's not being modified by anything else. This is just the adaptive M.A.C.O, and this thing has, you know, this thing already has a really awesome turn rate. It is a destroyer, so it's equal to like pilot ships or escorts. If you ever flown one of those type of ships, you really know that these ships have a really small turning cycle, and definitely used to like dual cannons. You know, those are basically your type of beams that you're going to select for this ship, because the small turning cycle actually means that you can turn towards your enemy really fast. But you guys already know that. There's no need for me to explain that. This is how it looks like with the adaptive M.A.C.O. And let's move on to the Aegis space set, engines, and also the shieldings. Nice. Here we go. Wow, I definitely love these lines up here that are coming from all the way from the front all the way to the back. These lines, I love these lines. They add to the overall appeal of this ship, or at least in my case they do. I don't know about you guys. This thing is definitely something totally different. This is, I think it's, you know, this might be like the Borg chariot or something like that. This is going to be like the new designation for the thing. It's going to call the war chariot. The old Egyptian war chariots. Basically room for a horse up there and a guy up here that is shooting bow and arrows towards their enemies. Nice. All right, moving on to the Borg space set. And I just saw a comment that you guys were saying, well, you forgot the Borg console on one of the reviews. And there we go, with the entire space set, including the universal console from the Borg reputation. And oh, they also missed this part right here. That should be a little bit more on the inner side. Look at this, it's like totally outside of the ship. And you guys know that I always say what I think, and I don't think this is really good placement for this thing. But I'll let you guys know, or you guys can let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, it's obvious. It's not part of the ship when it's like totally sticking out like that. The Borg. The Borg do add a little bit of texture to this thing, like it's been into war. But I definitely would have loved to see a little bit more on the hull right here. Because you only see a lot of the Borg junk bonk details, like on the outer part of the sphere, on the like all the way at the bottom of the ship, at the aft section right here. You don't see a lot of Borg details like in the front or on top of this other sphere right here. Definitely love the logo that they're using. Definitely a fan of that. Okay, let's move on and also unequip this. This is my personal favorite, the counter command space set. And I do apologize for my enthusiastic responses as of late. Kind of blows somebody's ears off by me being like really enthusiastic about this. Oh man. Oh, I love these guys. Wow, nice. Definitely loving the way that this ship is looking right here. Wow. Nice. You know, you kind of expect something because I was like doing all three variants of these logbox ships. So I did the carrier, like I said, I did the science one, and this is like the destroyer version of the same Sphere Builder's logbox. So you kind of know what's going to happen, but still, I'm still amazed by this. The way that this thing is looking, it's like totally doped out. It's like pimped. With a counter command space set, it is really awesome to look at this thing, and definitely love that they made their inner sphere, or don't know how to call this sphere part right here, that it's like glowing. That is just awesome to look at. Definitely awesome to look at. Here we go with the next one. The Delta and the Delta shieldings. All three pieces of the Delta space set is making this shit look like this. This ship is I don't know. What you guys think about the Delta space set? It's like too muddy in my personal opinion. It's like it's there, but it's not really there. You can see more details when it's not being illuminated. You kind of see like breaks in the colors, so you kind of see like, you know, color changes. But when it's being illuminated, it's not that apparent in the foreground. Nice, right? So I wish they used a little bit more of different colors with this thing, because right now it's like totally grayed out. And we do have a little bit of color right here on also the red lines, but it's not enough. Should be more. Which one is this? The Dyson one. Oh my god, the Dyson one. I love the Dyson space set. Here we go. 3 pieces of the Dyson. Yes. Oh, white. Look at this. Oh man, definitely love this thing. Wow, that is such a awesome looking ship. Now this is what I was actually talking about when I was talking about the Delta space set. Like these color blocks right here, or at least not the color blocks, there's actually changes the perspective. So it's not really white all over the place like the inner sphere right here. Even though it's been broken up with the pink lines that are coming all over the place, it's really good to actually see these kind of big lines, big struts, support struts, I guess they are. And I wish they did that with the Delta space set, because look at this. This thing is awesome. It's definitely good to look at this thing. Now, I don't know how it's going to perform, because I'm going to take this thing into space combat in a later stage of the video. I'm going to do the Argala patrol mission. But and we're going to see how this thing is going to handle itself on the enemies. Dyson space set. That is the one that you guys are seeing right now. That is just a beauty. All right, moving on to the Iconian space set. Iconian engines, Iconian shields. 1, 2, 3 sets. Oh, definitely love the outer ring right here. Oh, these details are nice. Oh, this outer strut right here. Definitely love that. The upper strut as well. That's nice. Really cool animation from the deflector dish right there. Obviously. Now these support struts that you guys are seeing, they have like a reflective surface, right? You guys are seeing the Earth right there on the background. Or is that just my imagination? No, that's just my imagination. But it does have a couple of reflective, like, you know, surfaces right there. Definitely love that. Definitely, this thing is really awesome. Wow, loving it, loving it. All right, moving on. Jem'Hadar space set is up next. The Victory is Life space set. Nice. I wonder what this is going to be. Is this like a torpedo tube or something like that? It comes out really high, the torpedo from this thing. I think it's more of a shuttle bay or something like that, or like a hangar. I'm interested to see what it's going to, if it's going to animate when I'm going to use it with my pets. I don't think so, but one can wonders, right? Hey, we're going to get a little bit of shadow right here. That's nice. Well, why are we getting shadow up here? There is nothing up here. The space dock thingy. Okay. Must be me. Or they're just not lined up real quick. Anyway, Jem'Hadar's space set is the one that you guys are seeing right here. Really awesome to look at. It amazes me, in all honesty, how ship can actually change when you're equipped in different space sets in its entirety. Kobali space set I'm going to skip, because this one doesn't offer any changes to the visuals. Same as the M.A.C.O. The M.A.C.O. we already covered, so I'm going to skip that one as well. The new Kara does offer some changes to the visuals, so we are going to equip that. 1, 2, 3, removing the HUD. There you guys go. New Kara space set with the mini-me version of the Borg sphere. Nice. Oh, this is really awesome to look at this thing. Definitely love that they the animation that the Nukara deflector dish makes. And it also does a unique sound when it's going to be available. And my NVIDIA GeForce game driver is ready and available. Go away. Here we go. New Kara. Isn't this awesome? Moving on to the what is this? The Omega and Omega shields. Here we go with the Omega. Definitely love that they have added so many details to this thing, including space rockets as a propulsion. Loving it. Also a little bit of armament to this outer sphere, or inner sphere I should say. The outer sphere has like these squares that have been like added for its protection. Nice. Definitely love that they made this thing pulsate in its colors. Nice. It looks good. It definitely looks awesome. All right, moving on. Kobali, no. The quantum phase. No, I'm going to skip that one. Doesn't offer any changes to the visuals. The Riemann space set does offer changes. And 1, 2, 3. Look at this. Oh man. Oh, the Riemann space set on all of the 3 ships. These are just awesome. They are literally blowing my mind right now. Wow, I find them really appealing. Definitely loving that they actually used these lighter patterns more than they actually used these darker patterns up here. Definitely love it. Definitely really awesome to look at this thing. Riemann space set. And with the new lights and graphics details and like bloom intensity, and it is a thing of beauty to look at. And I do want to say one thing, my bloom intensity is not that high. Here we go, bloom intensity at 100%, so it's normal. It's not that high. Also my graphic details all the way up to as high as it can go. I'm also doing render scale 1.5 to have a little bit of crisp details for you guys. And this is how it looks like with the Riemann space set. Now let's move on to the Romulan variant. Here we go with the Romulan there. Wow, the Romulan is more to the foreground than I was expecting. This sphere right here, it's totally like greenish color. Okay. You definitely, at first sight, you definitely know that this thing is rocking the Romulan space set visuals. Nice. I'm liking this. Let's see when it's not being lit up by the sunlight. Oh, that's awesome. It's more to the foreground, as we kind of expected the Romulan space set to be. These colors are just a little more vibrant on the foreground when it's not being illuminated by the rays of the sun. So that's awesome to look at. That is definitely cool. Moving on, which one are we going to do? Quantum phase, no visual. Soul defense, no visual, so we're going to skip that one. Solanae as well, no visuals. Temporal defense has visuals, so that is one that we are going to equip. Now, some of you are calling the temporal defense space set as the disco space set. And it kind of looks like that, all of the colors that are emanating from the deflector dish and all of the colors that are emanating from the engine trail right there. Nice. That looks real nice. Now this thing is definitely turning real quick. So turn rate and maneuverability isn't really an issue. Just keep in mind not to go within like warp plasma or something like that. That is going to make your ship stuck, like gravity wells or tractor beams. Because this thing is definitely going to be a hit and run kind of tactics. Nice. All right. Moving on to the Terran space set and Terran shieldings. Yes. Here we go with the Terran space set. Wow. Wow. Wow, I'm definitely loving the glow right here. These are definitely an awesome space set to be rocking with this ship. It is awesome. Oh man. Oh, even love the new bluish tint that they actually added to there. Nice. New red stripes. Awesome. Red stripes up here. Really cool. Nice. Definitely good. Wow. Cool. Cool. Really awesome to look at this. Whoa. That one needs to be brought up again. Anyway, the last one is the Breen space set. Because we are out of space sets to show the visuals on. And here we go with the Breen space set. With his chilling engine trail. Nice. Now, there was one comment that I actually found it funny on the carrier aesthetic review that I did. One of you, and you know who you are, actually compared that ship to the male genitalia. It was awesome. Oh man, it was like, that is just some weird genitalia that you guys, that you and you know who you are actually seeing and comparing that chip to that. So that's weird, man. It's just weird. I don't know what kind of genitalia you have, you being like a male person. That's just weird, man. Don't compare a ship to that. Definitely doesn't have that shape. Anyway, moving on. This thing is, I'm liking this ship, to be honest. This is the Breen space set that is being rocking on this thing, and I never noticed this part right here, that the engines are like being pulsating, or not pulsating, they're like being like stars. What do stars do? I thought stars shine a lot. I don't know what kind of action this is. I don't know. But anyway, this thing is definitely awesome, and like all of the other ones, I am going to equip to the Riemann space set, because the Riemann space set was definitely one of my favorite on these guys. Look at this. Wow, this thing is really a thing of beauty. Wow, that is just awesome. Anyway, there is no Starship Masteries to cover on this ship. We don't have a universal console as well, so we're not going to be able to utilize some unique powers on this ship. So I'm going to skip all that, and I'm going to go to the bridge officer stations and seatings. First, we're going to start with this one. It's a commander tactical station, and you can put up lots of command abilities up there. Kitan, maybe. Really awesome. We also have a lieutenant tactical station, so we have two tactical stations. Real nice. Can we put Lita up there? Yep, sure. Beam fired will. Torpedo spread. Sure, why not? We have a lieutenant engineering station, a little bit survivability somewhere for you, maybe. Okay, so that's not a good one. You, perhaps. Okay, so power to weapons and direct energy modulation. Sure, why not? A lieutenant commander science station. Let's do you, because I definitely want a little bit of gravity well. Doesn't anybody else have gravity well? No. All right. So a lieutenant commander science station and an ensign science station for... No, I want you for a little bit of shield healings on this thing. Now, as I said, and I mentioned like all the time, I definitely am not going to recommend you guys using this layout. This is just something that I put up together just to have a couple of abilities up here to the left, so we can do a little bit of space combat and I can survive a little bit more than normal. Right now, let's go to the Starship bridge now. I also featured this bridge in the other two aesthetic reviews that I did, but it is definitely awesome to give a little bit of a room tour up here. So there is no option for you to jump out of this thing, so the catwalk is catwalk. That would be obviously a no to do, because you were going to die. But anyway, so this sphere is definitely a sphere, and if I bring up my map, then you can definitely see it is a cylindrical map, so it is outlined as a sphere at the bottom right here, and you guys can see a little bit of, like, I don't know, energy pulsating up and down that is being represented as power, I guess. Definitely awesome. So coming up here, taking a left to this upper part of this bridge, we are seeing my bridge officer right here, hard at work, staring at numbers, I guess. Consoles everywhere that are not operatable. We have a little bit of a hologram, two ships in one. That's awesome. Taking another left up here. This is my other bridge officers up here, so you can select the small craft at this guy. Consoles, and a really awesome hologram of a sphere, I guess, as a representation of their technology. Really awesome to look at. A really big view screen. I don't know, like 200 inch or something like that, or maybe more. 300 inch view screen. Really awesome. And we have another platform up here that we can basically do nothing on and have like a really big sphere as a hologram. And the inner console does feature a couple of options that you can select. So account band, library file, and contact duty officers. And here is me sitting at the chair. And definitely love that this chair right here, it's pulsating. It's not pulsating, but it's alternating between being lit and not being lit. definitely loving that little bit of a detail. Can I jump up here? Okay. Awesome. Anyway, that was the ship tour. We just came from there, and we just beamed in from here. So leave the Starship interior or the bridge, and we are going to transwarp to the Delta Quadrant, because we want to take this ship into combat. And we're going to showcase how this ship is going to perform when we're going to do the Argala patrol mission. Now, I do want to say this is a representation of what this ship is capable of. So I'm not even going to put up guns on this thing, really awesome weapons or consoles or any in that nature. This is the normal weapons that this ship comes equipped with. I only have the Riemann space set as a shielding. I don't have anything else. A couple of traits that are going to help me survive, but that's about it. As you guys know, I still don't have any skill points in my skill tree, so I still need to do that. No time to waste setting up my own character. That is just a shame, right? It's just a shame. Here we go with the mission wanted. Let's help these Benthans. Now let me also put all of these guys on auto fire. So we have target lock on these guys, and we can use beam fired wheel or not, beam overload. Oh, wrong button. Wow, it's definitely firing in a fast pace. Now, as you guys are seeing, it is definitely turning crazy. Oh, we got Alpha up here. Fire, fire, fire. Nice. Critical. Over 10k. Beam overload. Torpedo spread on its way. A little bit of a chemo. Now, across the board, we got triple digits, a couple of 2 digits up there. Not bad, not bad. With the normal Mark 10 shields, engines, or not with the weapons of Mark 10, because my shields are Mark 12s. So here we go with the next section. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any unique skill or abilities that are comes with equipped with this thing. The only thing that I can do is gravity well. That is definitely awesome. Anything else? Here we go. Beam fired wheel with chemo, a little bit enhancement. It's surviving real good because a lot of misses. This is a small, nimble ship. Miss, miss, miss. So nobody's actually hitting me. So that's awesome. Chemo. Let's destroy this guy a little bit. Torpedo spread. Alpha is up. Let's do a couple of shield healings, because they're getting a little bit close to my shield. Beam fire at will, chemo. Overall, it's a really awesome looking ship, or at least from my personal opinion, it is good looking. I don't know what you guys find out for this ship, if it's good or not. Definitely, if you enhance this thing with lots of room and abilities for you to actually, utilize and enhance these weapons that are definitely going to be performing more than 100k. And I know you guys do this. You guys are crazy with DPS and stuff like that, so you guys definitely are going to take the maximum out of this ship. But I'm not. I'm not that much into DPS, to be honest. I just want to have options. I just want to have all of the ships and stuff like that. What the DPS counter is saying that I'm going to do at this moment, not really important to me. But definitely this ship is something to look at. It is cheap. If you guys, you know, are bored with your own ships that you're flying, like escorts or cruisers and stuff like that, definitely give this ship a try. It is, in my opinion, a nice looking ship. It kind of reminds me of a chariot in old Egypt times. And yeah, like I said, about 7, 8, 9 million on the exchange right now, so on the market. And so if you want to fly something else, give this thing a try. It is I definitely recommend you guys using this thing just to have a normal you know, a different ship to fly on. Just, you know, just something to not get you bored with. It is definitely something that I would recommend. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this aesthetic review for this thing. What's it called again? Let me bring it up. The Sphere Builder Arehbes Destroyers. Arehbes Destroyer. Now this one is the last of the Sphere Builders lockbox that I did the review on. So I covered all 3 of them. You can find all 3 of these of the reviews of these aesthetic reviews of this ship in the channel if you want to. Like I always say, you know, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I definitely hope to see you on the next one. So for now, take care.